Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your personalized Whisper Bees tarot reading. So I am so honored and excited that you have chosen me as your tarot reader today. Before we begin our session, I would like us to just take a couple of cleansing breaths. I noticed you didn't select the incense and sage burning Palo Santo cleansing package. Is there a reason you didn't want to use the smoke cleanse, or you have asthma? Okay, that's understandable. So we'll just do some deep breaths then. I'm sure that'll be good for your asthmatic lungs, your little bronchioles. So we're just gonna begin really nice and easy. So I want you to just take a deep breath in. We're gonna hold it for 3, and then we'll release, and we'll repeat that about 3 times just so that we can get really centered and grounded in our energy before we begin our reading today. So let's begin. So we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, and then exhale, exhale, exhale. Let it wash all over you. Yes. Get rid of all that negative energy. Just let it leave. We're going to inhale. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Alrighty, now this is our last breath that we are going to take to ground us before today's session. So I'd like it to be the biggest, deepest breath you've taken all day. Otherwise, I won't be able to properly tap into your energies and give you an accurate reading, okay? So let's go ahead and take that big, big, big deep breath. Fill up your lungs. Feel the air fill your body. Breathe deep into your stomach. Alrighty, great job. Now hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Deflate like the balloon you are. Awesome. Alrighty, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? Are you ready to begin your reading? Fabulous. Okay, so when you booked your session, you did not click any add-ons, so I just wanted to make sure that that's exactly what you intended on doing. So right now your package is just the plain Rider-Waite tarot reading. This is my standard deck. It is the most basic package. It gives very standard basic answers. So if you are looking for some deeper emotional clarity or insight, I would probably recommend upgrading to the Phantom Wise Tarot deck. This one is really great for emotional questions and getting deep into the subconscious, or even contacting deceased family members, which is an additional service I provide that you can book a session for at a later date. So yeah, I would really recommend this deck if you are interested in emotional growth and really understanding the inner workings of your subconscious. How much is it? It's only an additional $75. Are you interested? No, not today? Okay. Well, I have another additional tarot deck that you could choose. This is my cat tarot deck. It's got a much more playful energy, so I'd recommend this if you want some insight into your life paths in a way that is gentle, because I'll be honest with you, the other decks are a little blunt. It's a little, I informed you before, the Rider-Waite deck is very straightforward, so I've had clients kind of report that it feels almost a bit rude. It's not me doing the speaking, it's the deck, of course. The cards do all the talking. So if you're not in the right headspace to receive some blunt and rude information, I'd recommend upgrading to the Cat Tarot deck. So, and this one is just also an adorable deck. I will not show you the cards because I don't want to ruin the mystique of it, but it's definitely worth checking out. So I just want to double check. Are you sure you don't want to upgrade to the Cat Tarot deck? It's only an additional $125. Not today? Are you sure? Okay, well, rider weight it is then. So, I'm going to pull my deck out. And here are the cards we will be reading from today. I'm going to pull one out for you just to see how the energy is looking, and we may need to calibrate the energy just to get a more accurate reading. So we'll see how we're looking thus far. I'm just gonna give my cards a little bit of a shuffle. Whoop. And one's already jumping out to me. Let's see what it says. So this one is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. This promises a nice harvest for you. So whatever seeds you've been planting, it looks like they are about to come to fruition. On that note, it looks like your finances are looking pretty good. Would you like to upgrade your package to include some crystal healing? I've got so many crystals in my bag of tricks. Lots of black, white, and clear ones. And this will just really clarify your energy and make sure that whatever harvest you're waiting on comes to you in full abundance. We've got some spotted rocks. I love this one. This one's good for when your energy is spotted and you need to clear it up. I've got some pointed quartz, much like this one. This one's super good for pinpointing your aura field, okay? On that note, did you bring your aura photograph? You don't have an aura photograph? Okay, that might be a bit of an issue. So I'm trained in reading auras, but it's definitely much more reliable to have the aura photograph because that is just the cameras they use to photograph auras are highly specialized in tracking energetic fields, and it will give a much more accurate reading than just me reading by sight. But I can totally get you an aura photograph. It's just an additional $150. Is that something you're interested in today? It's something you get to keep forever. It comes with a full breakdown of what the aura means and how you can shift your aura to a higher vibration if you so choose. Some people really like their aura photographs as just decoration. Of course, it looks beautiful in the house. We offer a variety of print sizes. So the initial print is about the size of a Polaroid. So quite small, but it's good to fit in a wallet or even a phone case. You can give it to a loved one. And then each additional copy comes at an extra $50 because the paper we printed on is very specialized and tailored to capturing the energetic essence that our aura cameras are able to translate to our specialized paper. And if you would like a larger size, the sizing just depends depends, or the pricing just depends on the size. See, my energy is all scatterbrained. Actually, can I see? I notice you're wearing a few rings right now. Can I borrow those just so that I can get our energy in alignment? I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect right now. It feels like I'm on one wavelength and you're on a completely different one. So I'd like to just borrow your rings really fast so that our wavelengths can kind of match up and I can give you the most accurate reading possible. Is that all right with you? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, let's see what you got. Ooh, I like this one. Is this a real pearl? It is. Oh, that's quite nice. I think that'll look beautiful right here. And then this is a nice rock. Did your boyfriend give it to you? Someone else? You don't have to tell me. I'll find out myself. Put that up here. And then, ooh. Let me see. It's real sterling silver. I knew you had good taste when you booked this session. I was like, this is somebody that knows how to spend their money well. So on that note, would you like to pay for an aura photograph following today's session? No? Okay. In that case, I will just continue on with the reading. So you have that big harvest coming in, so your finances look really good and they're going to continue to look good. Let's dig in a little deeper. Do you have any specific questions you want to know about this harvest you're waiting on and what abundance is coming your way? Okay, let's tap into that. So I'm just going to give my cards a bit of a shuffle. It's a bit hard with these nails, I'll admit, but you know, the most potent energy is beautiful energy, so I try my best to look my best so that I can do my best. So we'll just give this a nice shuffle. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from your energy. Lots of mixed signals. Okay, let's see where this abundance is coming from. Ooh. So you've got the Ace of Wands. It looks like you're really grabbing hold onto your life circumstances. Whatever is going on in your life, you've decided to take charge and just start being the boss, and that's going to lead you to some really great places. So part of the Wands energy is a lot about stability and making sure that things are in the right places and that all of your boxes are checked. And a box I noticed you didn't check when booking this session was the 30-minute long guided meditation. And I was just wondering if you wanted to go ahead and book that. I do have a little bit of room after today's reading to do that guided meditation with you, and I'd really recommend tacking that on to the end of your session because we're discussing all of this abundance, and I would hate for you to squander that opportunity by not properly focusing your energy on whatever it is that is bringing in this abundance. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, because so the way energy works is it's kind of like tuning a radio, okay? So when you're not on the right station, you're not going to be listening to the right songs, okay? If you're looking for jazz music but you're on the rock station, you're not going to find jazz music. So what the guided meditation is sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. What the guided meditation is really helpful for is getting you tuned to that proper station. So we're clearly channeling a lot of abundance right now. So you're really not in a state of lack, okay? We don't want you to think that you're in a state of lack. And oftentimes the best way to prove to the universe that you understand you are not in a state of lack is to give. So it's only an additional $250 to do the 30-minute guided meditation with me after your session today, and that would be a great first step in giving in order to receive, okay? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and the same goes for energy. So if you are in a mindset where you are in a lack mindset and you're like, I can't spend money because I don't have money, then you're going to continue to not have money. But if you spend money as if you have the money, then the money will come back to you. Money is just energy, so whatever you give is going to come back. And one more question really quick. I know this is kind of annoying. Do you have hand lotion on you? Really? Oh, can I please borrow some? Sorry, my hands are feeling kind of a little dry right now, and it's kind of, I fear I will get a paper cut if I continue reading your cards without proper moisturization. So I'll just, oh, thank you so much. What is this? Coco Shea. You have great taste, as I already knew. I'll be honest, I've done a couple readings today, and you might be one of my favorite clients. You seem like you know what's going on. So I'm just going to borrow some of this lotion and just, ooh, this is really nice. Oh, that's quite nice. Where'd you get this? What was that? Oh, Bath and Body Works. Okay. Yeah, see, that's how you do it. You know, I like to spend at least $50 at Bath and Body Works a month, because I know that all the money I spend will come back to me multiplied. So if you're really interested in receiving more, I would really recommend giving more. And, well, you're already here, and this is a very wellness and you focused session, so I think the best way to start pouring into yourself is to invest in your spiritual health and go ahead and get that guided meditation at the end of your reading today. You want to think about it? Alrighty, I will totally follow up with you at the end of our session today, so don't think I'll forget, because I won't, because your spiritual well-being is so important to me. I can tell that you are somebody with a good heart, and I really want you to be able to nurture that heart and achieve all of your manifestations to the best of my abilities. Okay, so let's continue with your reading. So you're really taking charge. You've got this abundance coming in. What do you want to know about it? You want to know what obstacles might get in the way? That's a good question. See, I knew you were a smart one. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. So immediately what flipped out was the Hermit. So the Hermit is a card of quiet introspection. So the Hermit, notice how he's all by himself. He's kind of like, this is like me when I'm having a lazy day, you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of in bed, you're kind of in a blanket, and walking across the house, you don't turn the lights on, you don't open the windows, you're just kind of, you're bed rotting, okay? But during that bed rotting, you're doing so much internal healing. So basically what this card is suggesting is really looking inward and thinking about the moves you're making, being very strategic about it. Now, however, what I will mention is this card came out flipped. So what this is really telling me is don't do that. Don't think too hard about these things. Don't take too long to debate on a opportunity. Sorry, I think I just got a booking within the next 10 minutes, so you did just miss out on that opportunity for the $250 guided meditation session, and that's exactly what this card is suggesting. So when you hesitate, when you take too long to think about things, you miss out on opportunities, okay? The universe is going to give you exactly what you need, and it is up to you to decide whether you are going to accept that gift, okay? Everything is a gift. They call it the past, they call it the future, and they call it the present, because right now is a gift, okay? So when you take too long to think about the past or the future and ignoring the present, you are missing out on all of these amazing gifts. So this card is just really warning you against missing out on those opportunities. Now I will say, so I do have a booking in about 10 minutes, so I may have to cut our session short, especially because you are uninterested in that guided meditation, but I will give you one more opportunity to expand our spiritual practice right now, and I have an availability in about an hour. If you would like, you can come back, we can get cozy, we can do some deep breathing, and I will do that guided meditation for you at a discount of $175, okay? I know that's a really good deal, I know, and you're probably wondering, how can she afford to give out so much good at such a discounted price? And the answer is, you have to give to receive, okay? And it's really important to me that you receive. So in order to receive, you do have to give. So $175 is not a ridiculous price at all. You'll do it? Okay, well, let me put that in the book. I have my little appointment book right here. Just give me a second to write that down. So we are going to be doing you wanted to do the 30-minute guided meditation. Okay, guided meditation for and I gave you that discounted $175 price. Now, would you like to add on any aura photography or even an aura reading? I can give you an aura reading for about $40, and I'll give you a printed out slip explaining and breaking down what your aura reading came out to be for an additional $15, okay? Yeah, okay, so we've got the $40 aura reading and the $15 slip, okay? And would you like to add on any crystal packages as well? They're really helpful. I personally am somebody who cannot concentrate until I've gotten crystals in my aura, because they really help pinpoint the different parts of your aura, and I can see in your aura already there's a few knots like right over here. Like I could just get a crystal and just kind of combing through your aura. I bet that feels good right now too, because I'm just combing through your aura. This is just a little sample of what you could receive if you do purchase the crystal package, which I highly recommend at this point because your aura is a little bit tangled right now, and I really, really don't want you to miss out on all this abundance that's being promised to you. So, the crystal package, yes, it's only $75. Yes, yeah, and I will use all of these crystals if I have to. Yes, correct. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Again, you miss out on so many opportunities when you waste time deliberating, and if you, I know exactly what you need. You need to join my course. I have a 10-day course going on this summer, and it's about really tapping into your intuition and your third eye and being able to trust your gut, and I think that's something you could really benefit from. Maybe that's the key to your abundance. Maybe your Ace of Wands moment is you joining and signing up for my course so that you can take control of your life and become the master manifester of your dreams, okay? Yeah, the course, okay. it is a 10-day course, and I do charge $100 a day, so it comes out to about $1,000. But because I'm with you here right now, and I know you're a good soul, and I know you have it in you, I will knock the price down to $500. That's 50% off. Yeah, we'll get you signed up. Okay, so we've got the 175 plus the 40. That is going to, sorry, my calculator's broken, so I have to do the math right now. So that is going to come out to, gosh, what is that? Like 5. So now we're at 35, so it's going to be 115 plus the 15, we're at 130 plus the 75, we are at 205 plus the 500. So right now you are looking at $705 total for a total spiritual overhaul. Okay, and I think that's a really good deal. I think that's an amazing deal. I definitely spent way more than that on my spiritual overhaul. So, and it looks like I am out of time right now, and my next session will be coming in about 5 minutes, and I do have to prepare the space and cleanse all of the energy that we had going on. We had some powerful energy between the two of us today. You really did end up matching my wavelength, and I am so thankful for that. I really appreciate you spending your time with me here today, but I do have to get you out of here so that I can get my space ready and cleansed for my next client. Okay, so thank you so much for coming in today. My associate up front at the desk, she will get you all rung up, and I will send this, I will pass her this slip in just a couple moments, and she will get you signed up for my course going on this summer. Okay, thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you leave feeling so much clarity in your heart and so much enlightenment. You have an amazing soul, and I hope your day goes so wonderfully, and I cannot wait to see you this summer during my intuition course. Alrighty, thank you so much. Have a great day. Yes, yep, the door is just over there. Yep, you have to get up. Yep, thank you. Yep, keep going. Yep, awesome. Alrighty, bye-bye now. Bye.